Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Collaborate to Co-Create. This is our series where we talk about different industries. We bring in different experts from the same industry who come and share their insights about the trends and whatever is happening present and how they envision the future. Till death do us apart. Yes, it's all about weddings today. We are roughly looking at $130 billion, which is the Indian value, which is what one of the reputed research companies has quoted. And everybody wants to be a vendor, everybody wants to be a part of this. And yes, it's the public who is making this happen. What are we looking at? From Ambani's to minimalistic weddings, it is again a distribution of social wealth. Today, I have the wonderful opportunity of hosting some experts out here, and we are going to talk to them. And I'm going to go right into introducing them in no particular order right now. Kusum, from founder Heart to Heart Weddings and Events, and she is always so full of her enthusiasm when she talks about weddings. And I mean, one would think whether they should repeat their vows just for the enthusiasm that she brings in. Welcome, Kusum.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Jamvi.
Next, we have Rishali here. Rishali, as I was reading about her, she says that she's a hive beekeeper, hive keeper. And then I realized that it's related to the bees, creative bees events. Wonderful. I think that's a wonderful play. And then at some point during the session today, I will definitely ask you why the name, from where it came, and things like that. Anjali, you're on mute right now, but welcome to the session, Anjali Bhatia, Director WBI Weddings, Dubai. And you have a partner, Rishi, who's supposed to join us here. But thanks and our bad today, the technology, we are not here right now. He's not able, he'll join us very soon. So
thank you so much.
Well, welcome.
Thank you so much, Dr. Shambi.
Thank you for having us, actually. Yeah.
And I must say that this topic is so exciting because we already have here one of our listeners who is here, Kashish. Hi, Kashish. Thank you so much for being here. So you can understand. And then being in the fashion industry, Kashish, I'm sure you have some comments to add as we go on our way. Thank you so very much. Let me start with Kusum. Kusum, as I invited you for this session, you said that you were busy and you were trying to tie up some things and you were collaborating. And since we are all about collaborate to co-create, tell us about why this business, first of all. How long have you been doing? What makes your heart beat faster when you think about weddings? Tell us that a little bit.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Shamvi. See, weddings is my passion more than my profession. I'm into this industry for last 20 years. So, during my young age, I have actually lived it. And I can see, it's like creating someone's dream come true. It's like you have to live that. You cannot just, if you're not passionate, this industry is not for you. I can say that because it's so much involving. There's so many challenges. Unless and until there is not passion, you cannot do it forever. It's that that's why I have seen over the years that some people come, join the industry, but they leave. So you have to love it. You have to get into each other's feelings because this is weddings. As Indians, how emotional this thing is. So that is the thing. What has carried me all this my journey, wherein I have felt each and every client of mine. I have felt as my own day, what I want, then only I could make their dreams come true. So for me,
hold it there.
My life.
hold it there, Kusum, because we've got Rishi here, so I'm going to add him on here. Rishi, wonderful to have you joining us all the way from India, and you're the managing director of WBI, and I'm excited to talk to you. But before that, I'm going to ask Rishali. Rishali, please, could you just tell us a little bit about your journey, how long you've been in this industry, and your why?
Hi, first of all, thank you so much, Dr. Shamvi, for having me on this session. And thank you to Anjali and Kusum and Rishi it's my pleasure to join with them. And yes, if I have to talk about my journey, yes, I'm economist and brand executive turned into event planner. And of course, being grown up in social family, so it was there in my heart always to do something around and with people. So this is how Creative Bees event started. And if you ask me why Creative Bees, so as I said, I love to be around and work with people. So that's why it's like, more of collaborating with more people, getting in touch with more people. So it's like, you are working as a team. So that's why I could only think about bees, because bees are like, they're always together, they are working so hard. So that's the point where I got my company name as Creative Bees Events. And for me, if you ask me why beehive, hive keeper, I have kept my designation, because I never call it as a business owner or something. I call it my dream, passion, passion project as my Creative Bees Events.
So we have two passionate people here out here, and we are going to talk to the other two very passionate people in just a minute. Rishi, before Anjali, I want to ask you a little bit about your background and weddings. And did your family look you up and down when you said you wanted to become a wedding planner? Rishi, can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah, please
Rishi?
come again.
Why wedding planner, and did
Hello?
your family look you? Yeah, why wedding
audible?
planner? Yes, you are. You can't hear me?
So basically, it's all destiny. I can hear you. Am I audible?
Yeah. Yes, you are. You are. Please go ahead.
Okay, so basically, it's all destiny. I started my journey when I was in college. Started to do college events. Then I thought, let's make some pocket money. I'm a family of belong to a businessman family, so business in my blood. So I thought, let's do some pocket money. Why to source money from home? And this is how my journey started. I started doing events when I was in second year itself, for the public and for the college itself. Then I started my own company when I graduated. So I was the first one in my entire college and friends to started a company with a travel house, conferences, and then by year and year I multiply my uh, turnover and revenue for the organization. In 2015, I have an eye that this industry gonna turn around. And when my lot of clients used to connect me, Rishi, please do a wedding for us. I said, I'm not a wedding planner. I'm a management guy. I can organize things. Said that's the job. Just we trust you. Do our wedding. So I did a wedding for one of the MD of pharmaceutical company, and that's an eye opener for me. Ki what industry I'm right now in a conferences. It's simultaneously a same industry in wedding itself. So then I did a couple of research, 2 years of research from US and UK market, how the planners work in that industry. In India, made some good combinations of the services, and then I entered and jumped to this industry. And from that time, there's not a time to go back. And I have a passion for it. I don't work as an event planner for a family. I become a family member. I call a chachaji of a bride a chachaji and a tauji of a bride a tauji. I don't call them sir or uncle. And when I go for a first meeting,
Rishi, I'm going to interrupt you here and going to ask you. I almost thought that Band Baja Barat movie was made on your story, the way you were narrating it. Thank you so much. I'm going to come back to you. Let's just quickly give Anjali an opportunity to talk to us and tell us a little bit about her background and how and why she chose Rishi as a partner as well in her business. Please, Anjali, go for it.
Yeah, hi. So my journey into creativity start way before when I was a teenager. During those days, there was no formal wedding planner per se. But I remember when the weddings in the family would happen for my cousins, I would pitch in, and at that point of time, I would do the hashtags, I would do the stationaries, and I had a very keen eye to make sure there is a good bride entry and a groom entry. So that is how there was joy happening all the time. That the wedding is happening, and I have so much to do, and so much I can contribute to it. But as I grew up, I went the traditional way, did my MBA, moved into the corporates, a lot of industries I worked for, but the creative instinct remained because I was into marketing and event organization. So I would do conferences, seminars for the corporates. So that remained. But having said that, I felt an emptiness. There was no fulfillment doing that. And it so happened that I went for a wedding in which Rishi was a wedding planner. And when I saw him working behind the scenes, that spark, that joy rekindled in me. And I was like, yes, this is what I was missing, the human connection, the storytelling, which was not happening in the corporates, you know. So I said, yes, I am that creative and I can come back to this. But I took a long time deciding on it. And then Rishi called me, what's happening? Where are we? Why are we not doing this? I took a plunge. And I'm so thankful I did. It's so beautiful to be here, crafting the journeys of people, you know, from that two individuals to we, and telling their stories in a very different way, in a very unique manner, which is very, very inimitable for them.
Wonderful.
That's
And
it.
wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing. And I have a lot of guests here, and I'm so excited about that because there's nothing like having live guests. You know, Shivani Deshpande says so excited for this panel. Thank you so much for being here. I don't know how encouraging and motivating it is for us to actually have live audience. Tanya, amazing. This is nice. Thank you so much. We have here Prasadini Deshpande, superb. I'm sure that was the type which said R. And Brigadier Sushil Basin, thank you so much, sir. Nice to see you. Love creativity, salute contribution to sustainability. Yes, sir, I'm going to come back to that. And you know, all my discussions are always focused on sustainability, and we will be talking about that. And so one thing I realized, Anjali, is that your time was still hashtag time because I am pre-hashtag time. And this is something which I want to this is something which I want to share here. So I've been married for 37 years. And you know what? For my wedding, my father had got dresses for all the cousins and children and everyone in the family. And he got special embroidery done with a heart like this, and my name and my husband's name brought in together like this. And every person in that wedding, all the kids
Oh,
were
it's
wearing
such an emotional connect. Yeah,
Oh
it's
my God.
beautiful. Yeah.
but I have to say, and I'm acknowledging this publicly, that that time I didn't realize the the impact of that. But till today, when I'm wished for my wedding anniversary by family members, they remember what my dad had incorporated into that, and that made it so special. And yes, all weddings are special. And the second thing, which minimalism, which is what I want to talk about. I was very interested that we should have a very simple wedding, nothing elaborate. Why can't we do that? And it was my father who explained to me that right from the person who brings the chairs, the person who gives the flowers, the person who does the music. We didn't have DJs, huh? We had only the traditional. Everybody gets some part of that wealth, which you have. So to your standard, you are distributing. It is not your happiness alone. It is distribution of social, in the
Yeah,
the
wow.
social strata, which is so important, I believe. And so now I'm going to ask you, now in times where, though in one side we have a lot of show and lot of ceremonies which are incorporated into events and things like that, another time you have very where people want to be simple and sustainable. What are the trends that you see? And I'm going to start with Kusum, can you tell me what are the trends that you see when people approach you, and what is it that you most often hear? What word, what term is it that you most often hear when people approach you?
See, it's actually very, very diverse. We get all kinds of clients. Like some, as you're telling, who want to do out of the box, like, Ambani kinds and all, because they want to, it's their wish. They want to create it. They want to celebrate it. On the other hand, we get clients who just want to make it very intimate, very like maybe 100 people, just a very cool affair, a very calming, just create memories for themselves and their very near and dear ones. So we get all kind of clients, all kinds, and we respect that.
Very, very nice. When you said about the 100 people, I couldn't resist remembering when Ranveer and Deepika got married. People said that there were some 30 people who attended the wedding. And I remember somebody saying that in our weddings, 30 people are the ones who get upset with us. And so when you say small,
Yeah.
intimate, 100 is also a good number, because I was looking at some US stats, which says that this year people are looking at only some, 80 or 85 number of guests attending the event. So while we have, and being UAE, we have everyone out here all
Yes,
types.
yes, yes.
So tell me, Anjali and Rishi, do you handle other weddings also, or is it mostly only Indian weddings in the UAE? If you're doing, Anjali, tell me a little bit about that. Do you handle other weddings also? What happens?
Yeah, so far we have done majorly Indian weddings, and actually planning those weddings is even more fun because there's so much liveliness and so much color in that wedding, you know. But having said that, yes, we have done just two of them, two weddings, which were, I mean, the bride was from India and the guy was from Pakistan, so that UAE becomes a right spot where they
Yes.
could get married. And it was beautifully done, a very simple wedding of around 50-55 people. But yes, we are into that area as well, have, but majorly yes, Indian weddings.
So, Rishi, this is for you. Many people from outside also choose India as a destination, as a location. Tell us a little bit about that in your experience and what do you observe in as a trend?
So for India, people come for culture, colors, party, groups, numbers, you know. So when we talk about India and my organization, me and Anjali is famous for big fat Indian weddings. We organize weddings of 400 people. One of my clients asked me, Rishi, we want to do wedding of 400 people, not finding venue in India. I said, let's go to Russell Kema or Dubai. But eventually,
Yes.
because of the budgets, we did that wedding in 425 people in uh, Thailand. So we are famous for numbers. When we talk about why India, for the rich culture, music, guest management, the hospitality. You know, India. Please don't take me otherwise, but you know, India is number one in hospitality. If we talk about hospitality sector, nothing can beat Indian hospitality. That we are taking to UAE also. That's our expertise. We are doing 3 to 4 weddings down the line this year, and the guest expectation is exactly get the staff from wherever you want, Rishi and Anjali, but give me the same hospitality what we
Same.
get in the Oberoi, Amar Vilas or Raj Vilas. So that is our expertise. We focus on management and hospitality. That's why
Wonderful.
people
And
are
I think,
very happy to come to India.
yeah, and I think Rishi and Anjali, both of you have having a management background, probably that kind of plays into it. And I will come to a little bit more about the management. Rishali, this is for you. So from times when where the girls' party used to pay for it, then came a time when they started splitting, and then there's a time when the boy and the girl want to do the wedding. So what happens in your case? Who approaches you first? Who comes and asks you first about it, and who discusses budgets and gender equality? But who cuts budgets? Tell me that also.
Yeah, it's a more interesting topic to discuss on my side for this who's taking care of budget. When we are talking about budgets, so far whatever weddings I have planned, all the girls have come to me with their thoughts, their ideas. Okay, Rushali, this is what we are looking for our big day, and this is our budget. And like looking at them, I was very surprised. They were trying to control their fiancés as well. No, this is what we are looking for, and we are going to fit everything in this budget only. But of course, it will be our dream wedding, whatever we have thought, and we are going to have it. So yes, I'm so proud of it. Like we are living in this era now. Like we are talking about women empowerment and women support each other. So yes, this is kind of a proud moment for everyone.
Well, wonderful. Thank you so much for that. And we have some more comments here. Like Kashish says that, the joy when you create your business from passion is so fulfilling. I so agree with you. And you're one of those who are leading in that. Hitiksha here has says, amazing. Thank you, Hitiksha, for joining in here. Prasadini. So who is Prasadini's friend out here, please, amongst you people? Please tell me that. Yeah, please acknowledge her. Go ahead and acknowledge her. Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
thank you so much, Prasadini, Hitiksha, and Shivani as well. They and
Shivani.
Tanya. They all are my
Good.
friends.
Good, good, great. Thank you. And we have here Rupinder saying food as well. So
Oh yeah,
now
she's
this
also my friend.
good, good. Now she's our friend also. Okay, anybody who comes here is then our
Yeah, yeah.
friend. So we are talking weddings and we are focusing so much on Indian weddings. So it has to be our friend from now on. so so talking about food, right from those days when you had, a very traditional meal to now having food counters, trying to have pastas, trying to have Mexican, Chinese, live counters, everything everywhere. So I have two questions. What do you mostly come across? That is my first question to each one of you, and we could start with Anjali. Anjali, if you could tell us, what do you come across mostly? Anjali and Rishi, you could take this together as to
So
what have you seen? What are the trends, and have you seen any changes?
So F&B is my forte. Anjali, take care of the hospitality more. I would like to answer this question. So,
Please.
as I said earlier, also, wedding planning is not only arranging 100 vendors and delivering it to guests. You need to be have an expertise on it. When we organize wedding, it might be a Marwari wedding or a Bania wedding or a Jain wedding or a Punjabi wedding. You have to have knowledge. What is the function? What type of menu? In what type of gathering we have to deliver to the guest? Who is the caterer? Whether five-star hotel is doing a catering or an outside caterer is doing a catering. What is the backup plan? Considering everything, we have to curate the menu, and you have to have a very strong hand in curation of the menu. We have launched a menu curator program for our guests from last year. We are charging a hefty fee for it. That person only curates your pan India or across the globe menu for your big fat Indian weddings. So it's a new concept, might be in the business from last 3 4 years, but a lot of people are not taking it like very positive way. But yes, it's a new upcoming management of the food where you'll get a curator just for the food. So in India, if we talk about, people are spending in two things, three things rather, I would say: food, venue, and decor. And the fourth is entertainment. These are the four
Right.
major. I hope all of you agree. These are the four major segments
Yeah.
where we spend the most.
Absolutely.
And
Yeah.
food
Right.
was lacking behind a bit. We just call a Rambabu Paranthe wala or a Tikke wala from Banaras and we get happy. No, that time has gone.
Right.
Now there are
Thank,
curators who get 50
thank you.
varieties of food across the globe.
And I
Thank you.
would also
Thank you
like
for
to
that.
add,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yes.
so I would like to add that it's not about just the curators. I mean, we sit with the client, we understand their taste, we understand
Right.
what kind of mix they are bringing in, and as per their taste, we get the food curated for them. It's very
Right.
interesting.
So we have here actually Shefali, who says that I've been following Anjali and Kusum in the kind of decor you created, so lovely. Thank you so much for that, Shefali. And I am going to ask Kusum. Kusum, you are I know you collaborate with UK and here. Tell me a little bit about, do you find any distinct differences, or everywhere weddings are just the same?
Oh no, everywhere weddings are different. So I have done mainly weddings in India and UAE, and of course I've done in Mexico. So everywhere it's different. India is, I would say, as Rishi is saying, India is the biggest market in the weddings. We cannot, once I came here to UAE, when I started doing weddings, it was like kind of a cakewalk. Person who has done weddings in India, it's actually a cakewalk here. So there it is more huge business. Here, of course, we have different diversities, we have multiculturals, so it is different. It is more, I would say, it is more minimalistic, it's more classy, I would say, more classy, more minimalistic, and we have to take care of diverse multicultural nationalities here. That is the main thing. As Rishi and Anjali told, like we get clients from everywhere, so we have to understand the cultures and the guests who are coming. Accordingly, we have to propose them everything. Let it be their venue, decor, food, entertainment, everything. So we have to mainly take care of the cultures first, then propose them and their guests. That is my say about it. Yeah, it's different.
Right. So I was saying that 130 billion is what Indian wedding industry looks like, and US is behind us. We are behind China, though we are ahead of US. We are behind China. So I've not even looked at those numbers. Rishali, tell me about food and your experience with the weddings that you curate. How does that work?
Yeah. So as Rishi said, uh, people usually look for good food. So whenever they come to me, they will of course make a preference of, we should have good food and then decor. So as I have planned almost like 7 to 8 different nationalities weddings so far in UAE. So every wedding was different for me. So like I have done wedding for Indian to Spanish, then I have done wedding for Indian to Pakistani, then in Indian to Philippines. So every culture was different. So every wedding has taught me their food culture, their wedding rituals. So we have to balance both. Like if, as I said, I had done wedding for Filipino and Indian, so of course both tastes are totally different. Filipinos don't eat spicy food, and we are like, full of masalas and oil and everything. So yes, there was a time I had to give them option where both the cultures can match and enjoy food at same time. And yes, as I said, for the Spanish wedding also, it was the same thing. Guy was Indian and a girl was from Spanish. So again, right from decor to food was a challenge for me, but it was fun, of course.
Right. I'm just going to address this here, Camelia Kaushik. So interesting to hear about these perspectives. Thank you so much for joining us. And it's people like you who make this interesting discussion more interesting. Now, my second question about the food, and Rishali has given me the segue also to go into the decor, the sustainability component, the food waste. Please share with me, what do you do with the food waste and what do you do with the decor once the session is over or that particular wedding is over? And I leave it, you can decide who wants to go first.
So basically, there are a lot of legalities in India if we talk about. I cannot speak openly on this forum, but I can give you a hint. So if we talk about decor, there is a company by the name of Fool in India. So they are collecting all the flowers from the decor side, converting, restoring them and making agarbattis, dhoopbattis and such type of product of it and selling it to us at a 50% cost of the manufacturing. Whether we can gift it to our clients, the client would rather say give it back to us after 1 month and they give a souvenir to their guest. Or the Leela Hotel in India, the chain have tie up with them. So they always gift such products to the guests. So this is how we use those waste flowers, reuse them. When we talk about food waste, so there is always an option to go to an NGO or to distribute these foods to the needy people. But there is a adverse effect also of these giveaways. There's a saying that karm kar fal ki ichha na kar. But the problem is when these people come back to you after eating that food, that our 100 kids fall sick because of your food, and then they sue you in the case, in the court. There is the problem in our industry phase. So we would rather play safe, because in the season time, ma'am, we don't have even a day for ourselves. For 3 months to 4 months, we are back to back busy, and we don't have time for any such legal activities or any other activities which can divert from our business. So we would rather focus on business, rather if it's very easy and there is no problem. So 5-star hotel doesn't allow you to take away the food. So the chapter is closed from the 5-star hotel. We can only take away the food from the caterers.
Yeah, so I think even that, actually the 5-star hotel also, they throw the food away only. So that is something which definitely needs to be addressed and spoken about, because that is the biggest elephant in the in all events, not just wedding, in all events. And I think this is something which we will continue our discussion.
I would rather add one more thing. Indian government was trying to do a capping of a guest. This news came 2 years back. Yeah, this news came 2 years back, but it cannot happen.
It's something especially considering that mostly people have only one child or they have 2 children. It's not like, so you can't really distribute and invite. This is something which would be very, very difficult to incorporate. I doubt, and I think this is something where how people show their love by attending events or family events and things like that. So that is something which would need a much deeper research, is what I feel. But I would love to know more about from Kusum. Tell me a little bit about the decor part. Especially your decor has been appreciated. So tell me a little bit more about your decor part. And I want all of you, thank you so much for being here. And I want to say this, that if you are having challenges addressing some sustainability issues, we need to talk about it so that people become aware that these are challenges which one wants to address. So that is why my questions to you is regarding this. So please, so now we have a new perspective on it, which is very important, because the planet belongs to us. Ultimately, that is what we are trying to do. So tell me, Kusum, tell me, what do you do? How do you manage this?
The thing is, it's very challenging when it comes to sustainability when we do the weddings and decor. it becomes challenging. So as far as the structures, props are concerned, of course, they are reused again and again by changing their colors and all. So as far as the flowers are concerned, we try our best to use silk flowers, which can be used again and again, and use minimalistic of the fresh flowers, wherein we tell clients, wherever it is at the eye level, use fresh flowers there. The rest we can use silk flowers, fresh looking, a good quality flower. So some clients agree to this, but some clients are, no, we want only fresh. Yes, when it's only fresh, it's a challenge. Then it's distributed to the retail outlets wherein they can make arrangements out of it and they can sell it. So from our side, we try our best that we are able to use it multiple times. We try our best as far as it's possible, but of course it is challenging.
Yeah. Rishali, what is your experience with this?
Yeah, I'll agree with Kusum, because if you have seen my work, so you must have seen my most of the decor are like minimalist decor, which I always prefer. And I always suggest to my clients also, let's not go for the lavish or very big decorations. Let's keep it minimal so we can reduce the wastage, even if they're using fresh flowers for decoration. So again, I also try to match where I can use silk flowers with real flowers, so that wastage will come. And of course it helps on the cost also. So it always on the client side better to go for economical way to celebrate their big day.
Okay, sorry, that was my okay. Very quickly, yeah. So that is
I mean, we discussed the decor and everything, but I would say that this generation is really conscious about it, and we get a lot of requests where they say that we want to do a wedding which is sustainable. So instead of placing the centerpieces of flowers on the table, we rather put a pot which the guests can take away with themselves, as a gift. So we do a lot of those kind of things as well, but they are a little more costlier than the normal things. But yes, this generation is getting into the sustainability as well, and I really like it. I appreciate that.
Right. So
yeah, I would like
to. Yes. So you saying
like
something,
to add on
Shali?
this. Yeah, I would like to add on this. Like, since we were talking about the number of guests, so of course now whatever inquiries recently I'm getting, they all are coming with shorter numbers, like smaller numbers, which is really good nowadays. Like young generation, they are preferring to have smaller gatherings, and so that they can interact with each and every guest there. So it will not be a typical wedding what we used to have earlier.
So two things which I want to just bring in now before I address the other comments which are here, and it's so lovely we have so many comments here. Two things which I want to address. One is, there's a concept of food dehydrator, which kind of dehydrates all kind of food, and then which can become compost later. So is that something which, not today, you don't have to reply to this today, but do you think as an industry, where you think few of you could get together and invest in something like this, which would help the food waste, whereby we are still saving on the landfill part of it? That would be one. Second, do you think that guests, could maybe have some kind of a sustainability quotient kind of a thing, that in this wedding, how sustainable you were? So it's not about not buying or not consuming. It's more about how much you were able to repurpose, recycle, some kind of quotient like that. Is that something, which you would think about? And like I said, you don't need to answer this now. Please take a few minutes. We'll quickly look at the other. It's Shefali Decor at Amritsar. I think this is for Kusum. Is that right, Kusum? That is for you.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, done that. Thank you, Shefali. Thank you so much.
Abhinay Lal says, amazing to hear how much thought goes into wedding planning. Never really thought about it. Kudos to everyone who does this. I'm learning quite a lot. Wonderful. So you may soon have some collaboration or competition from Abhinay. Who knows? And all the best.
Everyone is welcome.
There's exactly. Shivani says, such interesting perspectives. Tanya, very good point, Rishali. LinkedIn user whose name is not here. So true. Anjali, agree, Rishali. Good point. Ipshita, totally agree, Anjali. So all bringing the client's vision to life in the best way possible. So these are the comments which have come in right now. So now, in these times, we are, by the way, already 34 minutes into this discussion and we've not even realized how. So we can't be without talking about AI. Okay. And sometime back, somebody shared a video with me where they had the father had passed away, but the friends created an AI image of the father coming in and attending the wedding and taking part in all, as if he's taking part in all of the events, like eating food with them, being there, blessing the bride and the groom. And by your faces, I think you've not seen this video. So, and you have, yeah. So it was a very emotional moment for the whole family.
Yeah.
So now, not this, but just on another note, what is AI doing to your business, your industry? Are people coming up with images which are doable or images which are not doable? What is it that you're facing? And I would like to ask Rishali first. Please, Rishali, if you could tell me, what are you facing? Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah. For AI, of course, I can say it's friend for me. It really helps at one point, but yes, that human touch should be there when you are planning a wedding, because that personal touch give you emotions, and then our clients get in touch with us, like they feel like I'm from their family. So yes,
Right.
that should be there. And if I'm talking about AI, how it helps me, so when it comes to budgeting or assigning works to my vendors or even with my team, yes, that's a good part I'm using for handling my other side of work.
Right. Anjali, what about you? Tell me a little bit about your experience.
So AI, when you talk about images that are being pulled by AI, it's like whatever is already there on the net, that is what the AI is able to put, together. So it's nothing new that AI is doing, and it's very, very doable. Sometimes we get some good ideas, and definitely they're implementable. It's really amazing how AI can be a friend. It's just the perspective how you look at it.
Right. Okay. And Kusum, how about you?
Yeah, I think we should take AI in a positive thing. It helps a lot. We should take it as a friend because it helps us to create so much. Maybe sometimes we are not able to visualize to that extent. So it at least gives us that hint to go to that creativity. And of course, as Rishali told, human touch is required. Wedding cannot happen without human touch. But we can take it as a positive thing. It helps a lot in designing, in layouts, in so many things. I cannot deny that. And moreover, it saves time, wherein I had to put my head a lot for the creating the quotations and designs. It helps me a lot. So I would
Right.
take it on a positive note. Yeah.
Rishi, very quickly, what is
So
your
I'll
opinion
add
on?
Kusum statements, copy, and it's like an assistant to me.
Yeah.
So I sit with bride and
Absolutely.
groom. What are you expecting from this wedding? Okay, so they have a Sufi night, but they don't want to do a common Sufi night like they have done in the past, 100 Sufis. What are you looking for? They keep on telling me, I keep on writing on a prompt. So when I enter it and I rotate my computer, is it this what you're looking for? Oh yes, we are looking for this. So this is AI.
Yeah.
And
Right,
and
right.
when we make listing, when we make excels, when we make comments, we are human. We cannot remember each and every point what need
Yes.
to be done, what we miss. So we just have to be very good with the prompts, very good with the explanation what we want. AI help us. So I would rather say it's a very good assistant,
Assistant.
Yeah.
an artificial assistant to us. Very good option, and I use it a lot. I'll be very frank.
Very
Yeah, I
Wonderful,
think all of
true.
us use it.
All of
Yeah,
us.
so
Yeah.
wonderful. So I'm sure that the new generation which is coming on, and they are going to look at this, and you would probably be mentors to people. And there, I'm sure, when there is event planning happening, you'll have this prompt engineering which comes in terms of AI, how AI is going to be. I have a comment here
But
from
I
Ifshan says,
I I want to add
yeah,
two statements. First
yeah,
statement, I would take it from your statement that it's a distribution of wealth. You cannot move ahead without a planner. I always say to
mm,
my guests,
mm,
whether you
mm,
hire me, hire Kusum, hire Vishali, hire Anjali, doesn't
Yeah.
make a difference. Don't go ahead alone. Hire a
right,
planner, then go
I
ahead.
agree. I totally agree. The importance of planner is very, very important. It's not about our business that we belong to this,
yes,
but it is very important.
I,
Like
Actually,
doing
you
a
end up
again,
saving
without
money
an
for them.
architect. Doing a planning
yes,
without a planner is making a home without an architect. You don't know where to give a main hole. And
Yeah,
second
like
correct.
point
I
was
had a
human touch.
uh,
Okay,
Yeah.
There
so
are things, there are emotions which only human can understand. AI cannot
Absolutely, I totally agree with you, and I love the fact that you're saying like you help save money. You know exactly who to go to, how to approach, and then everybody should work on their core competency. And if yours is this, then why not? You know, so
Of course.
let me go. Let me go back to this comment, which is from Ipshita. Sustainable options on the priority list of current generation. Proud of you, Anjali, for incorporating the same. We have here Megha Khandelwal. Love the episode. It's refreshing to thoughtful practice advice mixed with real experience. Approach was not just informative, but truly reassuring for anyone feeling overwhelmed. Thank you for sharing valuable insights. Your passion and clarity really shine through. Look forward to more episodes like this. Go. So Megha Khandelwal, whose friend is she? Please acknowledge her right away because there's
Anjali.
Good. Thank you, Megha. Nice.
Thank you so
So
much. And
thank you,
she's
Megan.
written it.
Thank you so much.
She's put it twice. Huh? She's put it twice. Let me tell you. Okay, so we are almost 40 minutes into this session, and it's time now for me to ask you the last question. And please, not being in a naughty way, but I want to know what happens the morning after for all of you at work. What does the morning after look like? Who wants to go first? Please take it up.
I will be the last one.
I think I'm the youngest baby over here among all. So I'll start. So yeah, so for me, in UAE, weddings get over by around like 2 o'clock in the night. So by the time we wind up, it's already 3 o'clock or 5 o'clock in the morning. So yes, my day starts again from 5:30 morning. So because then when I'm at home, I'm housewife, I'm mother, I'm wife, so I have to take all care of my family. So that's how my other role starts after 5 a.m.
So that's
Kusum,
three.
Yeah. So for
Go
me,
ahead,
yeah.
Anjali.
Okay, Anjali, yeah, please go ahead.
Anjali,
So
please
those
go ahead.
3-4 days of wedding, which is we forget who we are and we are only up and about, no sight of any sleep. So after those 3-4 days when we have partied with the client because we become the family with them. So on the fourth day or the third day in the morning, it's like, who am I? Oh, okay. I have to go back home, be there, and be available for my family as well. But then we also as a team sit down together and we analyze the wedding, what happened through in the entire process, and where we can improve ourselves. So there's a lot of learning each wedding gives us. So me and Rishi, we sit down with the entire team, we do the briefing, and that is how we end every wedding.
Wonderful.
So,
yeah,
Kusum,
nice.
how about you?
Yeah, for me, yeah, of course, see, as it's a seasonal business, when the season is there and next day morning, it's already thought process of the next event happening in the mind. So that is for me. And when it's not that much of season, yeah, I would, after the next morning, I just want to be with myself and just don't think about anything, give those couple of hours to myself and invest in my energies and everything. So that I'm again refreshed for a new change.
But we
Before
look
we
forward
hear,
to the next wedding, no? We look
Yeah,
forward for
yeah.
the next wedding. Oh, why did
Yeah,
it finish?
always.
So Shefali says they take away your headache and give such amazing results. I think you just summarized it,
Thank
Shefali.
you.
Thank you.
Oh.
Rishi. We still have Rishi who said he'll be the last to
Yeah.
declare what happens.
So first of all, for 4 days there's only one morning. 3 days there's
Correct.
no morning at all. 24 hours working.
Yeah.
Second, the first thing in the morning, I hunt for a spa, 90-minute session, switch off my phone or give my phone to my colleague, handle the query. And the third is, where is the client? Where is my payment?
I think that's for all.
That's all. But
Time is over here.
definitely, as what Kusum said, we don't take rest for 4 months, ma'am. And
Yeah.
actually, we don't take rest. It looks like it's like just a slang or a statement. No. But what is a dopamine for us? A mother saying goodbye with a smile, father with the tears in her eyes, and the bride and groom with their most amazing moment saying, "Thank you, bhaiya. It was the best." That's a dopamine.
Yeah, I agree to Rishi. You know, all that hard
Completely.
work is like, oh my God, that satisfaction no one can compare. When your client is happy and you see what you have turned around in these couple of days, nothing can match that satisfaction as it gives to a wedding planner.
a lady lost her bracelet, you are giving her back after 2 days. She will remember you throughout her life. A lady lost her
Yes.
jhumka in one of the wedding in Corbett, and we gave her back at the time of checkout. And she said, "ये मेरी
Wow.
सास ने मुझे gift किया था." So
Oh,
उनकी आंखों में आंसू थे. She was tears. She had tears. So that satisfaction that your service level is excellence, and your client will always remember you. They give you ashirwad at the time of checkout, not thank
Oh,
you or
yes.
blessing. They literally ashirwad you. So that's the
Your
best
blessing
feeling
that
in
you're
our
here.
industry. Yeah.
So we have quickly here Pooja Bhatia saying great session with so many insights, and my good friend Shefali, our good friend, which I should say, thank you Shambhavi for this interesting topic. Your mortician skills are awesome. Thank you Shefali, that means a lot. And I'm going to come to the end of this session now, so we are going to go into the solo layout. So actually, I had a whole lot of things which I wanted to ask my wonderful experts and panelists out here, like how you have single page weddings, or you have people have wedding invitation which are like one huge notebook, or you're talking about extremes in terms of whether it's clothes, whether it is decor, and they spoke so many things. I learned so much about the wedding industry today, and it's time for me to thank my live audience today who've been so supportive. Thank you everybody for being here, and till we meet again, collaborate to co-create. Bye for now.
Thank you, Dr. Shyam.
thank you.
so
Thank you
much.
so much,
Thank you
Dr.
so much
Shyam,
for
for
Bye.
being here.
inviting us.
Thank
Everyone.
you for the platform.